Hey there, Capricorn. Welcome to your November 2022 monthly reading for Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. I'm going to pull a 9-card spread for you with energy oracles for the month, and then we'll pull Moonology and Queen of the Moon oracles for the eclipse energy to see how that's affecting you. And then we'll just pull whatever else is I'm being guided to take. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you so much. Make sure you check out your Moon, Rising, and Venus signs so you can get a better idea of what else is going on. Or if this doesn't resonate, make sure you check out your other aspects of your chart. This is going to be for the month of November. We do have the blood moon, full moon, total lunar eclipse in the sign of Taurus. So if you have Taurus in your chart, make sure you check that reading out. This will be a time of, major breakthroughs, divine healing, deep healing and release. I am seeing here quite a few changes going on for you. A few relationships are changing for the better. I do feel like if there has been an opportunity where you have felt like you missed an opportunity in the past because you were busy trying to make something work with someone else, that's about to happen for you. Community card here, which is like the 3 of Cups, but all tied up comes out as well. Okay, I'm being called to pull one more. And the Angel of Love, I told you, with the Sun card at the bottom of the deck. You know very well, Capricorn, what it is or who it is that you want to make something work for yourself here. To see what it is, look at that 8 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Actually, let me pull these to show you these first. We have the community card. This is about being in a community. This could be your soul family. This could be a community of people, like-minded souls. This could be a community in your workplace, work environment. This could be the community around you in the area where you live. I do feel like there is this sense of socializing and support and really putting yourself out there, even if you have felt that perhaps in the past you weren't able to. I feel like some of you are still trying to get out of whatever cords, ties that you may have felt or experienced at one point or another. You may have felt like you were immovable. You may have felt that you were stuck in a specific, maybe a contract connection situation, home place, job, career that you felt that you couldn't get out of, and perhaps you felt stifled. I'm seeing like you almost feel like being tied up to something or someone made you feel like you've had your wings clipped, is how I heard it. Your wings are clipped, you can no longer fly. I do feel like you are getting out of this situation, especially if this is surrounding love or friendship, because you do have the Angel of Love here. And the Angel of Love is here to let you know that it's not only about love and loving relationships and friendships. And, this could be love relationships when it comes to the family that you love, the children that you love, your partnerships. This could also be self-love if you are in need of some healing, when it comes to allowing people to take advantage of you and not having firm boundaries, and people taking advantage of you, hurting you, abusing you. I feel like the Angel of Love is coming in with a very gentle light pink energy. I'm feeling a very light pink aura that feels very soothing to your heart. If you work with crystals, I do recommend not just rose quartz, but rhodochrosite or rhodonite that will help you with heart healing energy. I would also not just call on the Angel of Love, but also Archangel Raphael. If you work with the archangels, if you're interested or curious about it, or if you're just at that point of like, at this point, I will try anything, right? Look up Archangel Raphael, look up some prayers, how to call on to him, how to work with him. you know, he exudes this emerald green light within him. And if you just meditate, close your eyes, and ask him to fill you with that light and hone in on the areas within you, energetically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, that really need deep healing, now is the time to do it. We are in eclipse energy, and I do feel like as we move into Sagittarius season, when Jupiter goes direct on that new moon in Sag, especially if you have Sagittarius in your chart, but it's right at the new moon in Sagittarius when Jupiter goes direct, that allows for deep healing and release. And it feels like you can't go through replaying negative situations, scenarios, trauma that has been built up time after time. I feel like, and it's point blank looking at me, like the relationships or situations that you allowed when it came to abusive friends or relationships or family members stemmed from your boundaries being disrespected as a child, right? It's like you were told you didn't have an opinion. You were told you had no say. You were told you were too young. What do you know? It's like they tried to make you feel as though you didn't know yourself well enough, that you had to be told what to say, think, do, act, think, feel, believe, right? And so when you become an adult, you look for those same types of connections and relationships without even realizing it, because you've already been accustomed to that dynamic. But you know that that is not the dynamic that is in your best interest, that makes you feel good about yourself, that's nurturing, that's loving, that's caring. I do feel that you come to this realization very, very quickly. Look at that at the bottom of the deck. 8 of Wands and the Fool card, okay? So very quickly you will decide for yourself what it is that you want for yourself, moving on and away from people, places, things, situations that were not for your highest good. I do feel like you've had, you know, especially around this time, perhaps some, how can I say, some maybe spiritual, otherworldly, ghostly interactions, spiritual messages from higher source that were like unexplained phenomena almost. Maybe you had a very realistic dream where you had some sort of guidance or advice that came through to you. I'm hearing that very clearly. Your major arcanas in this 9-card spread are the World card and the Lovers. So clearly this is your opportunity to close out karmic cycles that you have felt like you were never going to break free from. And it's time for you to really do the inner work, the healing work, release yourself from the idea, the thought, the mentality, the habits, that dynamic that is not for your highest good, that has held you back, that has held you in a place that just makes you feel less than, or your confidence feeling very low. It just feels as though you have felt small and meek, and as much as you don't let a lot of people in on your vulnerable side, that is really how you feel on the inside, regardless of what you're putting out there on the outside. Because I get this feeling that some of you Capricorns are really outgoing and fun, and you're really putting on this larger than life type energy when you're out and about or when you run into people. But when you're alone, you're replaying certain things that have happened to you and how it plays out. I feel like you've already started to connect the dots with where it comes from, where it stems from, and why you even allowed something like that, you know. And now that you have a better understanding of it, it's easier. I'm not saying like super easy, right? But it's easier for you to understand where things went wrong, why you allowed it, not because you want to blame anyone, but because you literally want to understand so that it doesn't happen again, so that you can put it behind you and live a better life, a secure life, a life full of love and nurture and care, of deep love. I'm hearing, you know, as much as you'd like that for yourself, it's been I'm hearing it's been a pain. Not just because you've been through painful situations, but it's been a pain to actually go through the same karmic lesson, different person, and even the same person over and over again. Okay, so the World card is really saying you're closing out certain chapters. There are lessons that you've understood to a point that you are ready to release, and even if you're not fully ready to release, like forgive people, let go, you are ready to move on to something else. You're going to be prompted quite a few times to really forgive yourself and really let go, so that you can really fully move on to a more elevated divine counterpart partnership. Okay, in love, I do feel like there is this energy of a divinely guided partner coming in, especially with the angel of love being here. I feel like if you dealt with someone who was very harsh with their words, who could be very angry at times, who is very argumentative, and I'm just going to be clear with you, very like has that very strong mind fuck energy. I feel as though you're just trying to appease this person, trying to make it work, trying to just ease the conversations, and cutting the conversations at a minimum, because you're no longer going to react. You're just like, I'm on to them. It took me too long to get to this point, but I now know why they say what they say, why they do what they do. They want a reaction. It's all a game. It's all a game to them. I'm not playing that game anymore. I've wasted too much time, energy, money, effort, whatever it is. I feel like you're deciding you've wasted too much on the wrong things. You're being refocused towards more financial fulfillment and independence, and really, feeling like you're on the verge of this divine counterpart. It just took you a long time to realize, okay, if you put all your eggs in a basket when it came to, your career, your finances and all of that, and you're just like, I just can't even fathom having another connection, another relationship, because this last one I had was very argumentative, This last one I had liked to start a lot of problems or drama. I also see here that the Queen of Swords is looking that way. The King of Wands is looking that way, right? So it feels as though this is a partnership, a relationship where two people were at odds, were not seeing eye to eye. And I do feel like they had different belief systems and different ideals and morals and ethics. And, what is right for one person is not right for the other. But there was this attraction, but attraction wasn't everything. And so I feel like if there was a lot of chemistry on a physical level, and I know you know what I mean by that, on a physical level, that kind of kept you around there for quite some time. However, again, you look back and you're like, no matter how much I try to make it work, we still weren't able to see eye to eye. And so I feel like with the Seven of Pentacles here, halfway through the month, you're looking back, reflecting, reviewing, as we move into Sagittarius season, where Jupiter goes direct. The new moon in Sagittarius is really about deep release and healing, right? The blood moon at the beginning of November 8th, is really the opportunity for you to really come to the realizations of what it is that you want, how far you've come, what you could have changed, what will you change moving forward. And, this is also a card of big major breakthroughs. So you've got at the beginning of the month approaching some sort of, clear, massive realization, breakthroughs. And then halfway through the month, as we move into, well, not halfway, but towards the latter part of the month is when you approach Sagittarius season. We are in eclipse season, by the way, but Sagittarius season with the new moon in Sagittarius, November, I think it's 23rd. That's when you may finally get that big bright light bulb right above your head that says, okay, I'm done. That chapter is closed. I'm okay where I'm at. I'm okay where I've been. I'm ready to put it behind me. And I'm seeing you realize that. I'm seeing you have that realization whether it's a light bulb or a bright gold pentacle here that says, I want stability, I want firm footing, I want to be able to start something new and fresh. You may already have someone in mind that maybe the relationship or a connection never really took off. This is someone that maybe you admired or they admired you. I do get this energy of someone who is on your level. If you are financially stable, secure, like-minded individual, someone who really wants to get out there and see what life has to offer. I do feel like if that's what you're putting out, you're calling it in to you. Let me pull one more row here. Yeah, beautiful. 10 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles. If this is someone from your past that you never really got an opportunity to really have this grow into something, they may be a little guarded. They may not be quite open. It's going to take you some time to get to that point with them for them to open up to you again. The 10 of Cups here really says emotional fulfillment. Your happily ever after could also be blended families. It could also be, you know, just trying to collaborate with family members, baby mamas, baby daddies, exes, you know, trying to be civil with one another, trying to meet eye to eye. I feel like it's taken a very long time for you to get to this point with them, or for them to get to this point with you. So what breakthrough does this blood moon in Taurus have for you? Have faith in your dreams. I don't remember what other sign got this, but I know one of the signs that I recorded for last week got this. But have faith in your dreams. You know, if you have felt a bit discouraged that you were never going to find the perfect partner for you, you were never gonna, you know, be established financially or have everything that you wanted for yourself or your family, I do feel like the universe is saying, hey, don't give up. You're about to, you know, have that massive breakthrough that you've been wanting. Have faith in your dreams. The clarity is coming your way. And as I said that, the card of the path came out. I know a few signs got this. I want to say Aries, maybe, and Virgo. And self-love. I told you guys that self-love card is coming through loud and clear. If you have tried to figure out, I feel like those of you that have come to that understanding of, you know, why you've allowed certain relationships or partnerships, or, you know, the way people have treated you, why you've allowed it for so long, or, you know, at all, really, it doesn't matter for how long. The fact that you let shit slide at one point or another really has you almost like, how could I have allowed that? Why would I have allowed that? And I feel like it, as some of you may be in therapy or counseling, that they really open up your viewpoint in terms of why you would have even done that. Does it stem from early childhood? Does it stem from, you know, early relationships when you were a kid, from friendships, or feeling insecure and feeling like that was your only option in order to keep a connection, a relationship, or a friendship, because maybe you felt like you weren't ready to lose someone, right? The angel of love is really here saying it's time for a little self-love here. Really pour into yourself. I mean, notice the flowers in her hair, you know, that those colors right there, the pink, color magic is wonderful. If you like the color pink, I would definitely start wearing a little bit more of that color within your wardrobe, or maybe, you know, jewelry, whatever it may be for you, and give it an assignment. Let it know, hey, I'm gonna wear more pink, you know, to really remind me to activate more self-love in my life, to bring in, undo things that really bring about a reminder to love myself, forgive myself, honor myself more than I have in the past. Okay, so the card of the path, card number 8 here, really is like you kind of just taking a step back and looking towards your future. I do feel like this is a reflective energy for you, like seeing how far you've come, what have you done, what are you reflecting in your life, and where it is that you want to go, and have you taken the appropriate steps, and what safeguards do you have to take to make sure you don't repeat the same cycles, right? Karmic cycles completed, and a new karmic or a new reward or a new cycle altogether for you is what you really want to activate within your energy. So let's see, water sign energy. I don't know how many signs have gotten this one already, but water has been coming up for a lot of people. It could be because we are in Scorpio season. It says emotions are at their peak. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It could also be because, well, eclipse energy is activated. It is 10:10 on my clock. So definitely look up that angel number. It could signify, especially because you have 10 on the board here, it could signify, you know, big endings that bring about new beginnings, right? The World card definitely speaks of that. So emotions are at their peak right now. Again, remember, as we go into Sagittarius season, there will be this energy of massively deep healing and release. Moving forward from a healed point and not from a hurt perspective, right? The green man, the forces of nature favor you. Very important for you, Capricorns, as we are fellow earth signs, need to be grounded, need to be out there in nature. Really does feel like we are filling in our own cup when we do spend time in nature, go for a hike, go for a walk, go to the park, go to a lake, you know, especially if you like being around water energy, right? The beach, the lake, the river, whatever it may be. But I do feel like if you need some time outdoors, it will help to replenish and rejuvenate you. You have the card of the chalice. This is like the Ace of Cups. This is rejuvenation and fulfillment. So I love it. This, you know, this again, reinforcing self-love, more self-love in your life, because the more you love yourself, the more you will attract someone who also not only loves themselves in the same way, but you will also be two minds alike, right? Two people that love and respect each other. So the spider card here is saying be meticulous and patient. So whatever big changes you are trying to make in your life, especially if they have to do around, you know, healing connections and trying to open yourself up to a new connection, it's important for you to be very meticulous and patient. Know what you are saying and doing and how you want to move forward from here on out. Taurus just got this one, the card of home, property, real estate, residence. You may be moving home. There may be some changes within the home, right? So you may be moving. Someone that lives with you now may be moving out, maybe children, maybe you're separating with partnerships and someone is moving out. You could be purchasing a new home. You could be renovating a new home. You could also be investing in real estate. Okay, now be careful of gossip, neighbors gossiping, small talk, water cooler gossip energy if this is in your workplace. Also be careful of, as you move on with your life, I do feel like this energy of if you've closed out a cycle with someone and you're moving on with someone new, I do feel like there are people that kind of keep an eye on you and report back to that person. So keep that in mind. Yeah, I told you, you've got new love coming in. Definitely time for new love for you. New love, new person. This is also an unknown person if you feel like you haven't met them yet. For some of you, you already know the person and this is an opportunity for new love with them. But yeah, I felt that in the beginning when I was saying, I feel as though Now is an opportunity to close out those cycles, those chapters from the past. And I feel like you are really more ready now to embark on a new love journey. Look at that. And past love. So pretty much exactly what I just said is the main energy of this, right? So the card of wallflower, limited potential, shy, or withholding. I feel like you have withheld yourself from being out there, putting yourself out there, from dating. I feel because you've been too busy trying to figure something out or dealing with a past love. But this past love, I feel like that is over and done with. Your only concern here is if you have children, needing to have a clear and open communication, no arguments, no drama, none of this gossip, you know, things of that nature, because you are ready for new love here, okay? And then let's pull some money oracles for those of you that are because the majority of you are interested in money. And even though a lot of you say you're not interested in love, I always get love for you guys. So go figure. The card of sword, money conflicts, cutting corners, breakthrough, a career in law and order, pay cut, defense, being fired. And you have the hand, manifesting money, reaching goals, financial assistance, hands-on work, help getting a job. So if you have experienced money loss, job loss, I do feel like you're about to get a helping hand. If you have felt like you have not been able to move up, move forward, or have been able to promote, make more money, or there's been some stagnancy with your money, if somebody feels like they've got their hand in your wallet way too much, I do feel like you're manifesting more money. You will have opportunities to bring in more money at this time. And there's no need to announce it to anybody. I feel like you have people like circling you, waiting for you to bring home more money, okay? The skull card is going through a rough patch, borrowing money, low on cash, career in hospice, being a healer, or no work, reinvention. Now that is 3 cards about not having money, work, career. So if you are struggling to find a job, let me pull some cards on that, because I don't feel that that's a strong message for everyone. But if someone is going through a rough patch financially in their career, looking for a job, what is next for them? Yeah, the Chariot says success. Might feel like you're on shaky ground, but you know, too many rejections or no callbacks is what has you feeling stuck here. Yeah, the Death card is saying definitely, you know, you are making big strides and changes. Look, no coincidence. The Skull and the Death card, right? And the Two of Swords. So you do feel like you're in a very stagnant, financially stagnant energy. You really want to make big changes. You're a little stuck in your head about not being in a place where you thought you should have been already. So what is next? Knight of Swords, the World. You got it twice, and Six of Cups. You got this, Capricorn. You absolutely have this, okay? You will be put in a position where you will be able to promote, move on, move up. Good things will come about it, but you've got to get out of your head, because you are self-sabotaging you. And the more that you start to, you know, replay or even just by speaking it out loud, every time you don't get a response, you don't get a call back, you don't get a job offer, and you keep saying, I keep applying and I haven't heard anything. The more you say that, the more you are announcing it to the universe, the more you're proclaiming it, and the universe is saying, okay, let me give you more of that. However, you can speak in a much different light. Just say, you know, I just haven't gotten aligned with the right job for me. I know that the universe is aligning me with the right job for me. I've already gone through a few experiences where maybe that wasn't the best position for me. However, the World card is really saying things are definitely moving up, leveling up for you. And, you know, for some of you, there could be careers with children. This could be something or someone from your past that really gives you a helping hand to help you level up. This could be someone with their own business or their own company that really says, hey, you know what, I can offer you some help. come work for me, you know, and it might prove to be a much better opportunity for you. So stop feeling sorry for yourself, Capricorn. You've got great things coming up for you, and I cannot wait to see what is next for you. Keep in mind that we are in eclipse energies, so there could be some very highs and lows when it comes to your emotions, okay? Bite your tongue. Pick your battles wisely. You don't want to get yourself into trouble that can cost you your job. Fair warning. Have a great one. Take care. Bye.